Hello, hello. Okay, that's enough of that. Thank you. Da 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 bum ba dum ba ba dum bum bum ba dee da do da dun 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 dee da. Loading all the things. I don't know why that number is different every time. It just is. My cool mouse, but I'm not going to be using. It's so cool though, but I'm not using it. I can't imagine trying to play Dragon Quest with a mouse and keyboard. Yikes. No thanks. No thank you. Controller all the way. Controller forever. Oh my god, so loud. Bum bum ba da dee da dum. Bum ba 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 dum ba da 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 da. 11:56. Wait, no. 11:56 or 11:55. Clearly, let's go with 56. I haven't really played my own version of the game this week. I have been very tired. I can't wait for the timing of winter vacation to align with my schedule. But unfortunately, I have to work on Christmas Day, so it'll be a while. Let's see, if I remember correctly, I got all the things that I possibly wanted out of there. Yes, okay, good. And what am I doing? Oh, we're gonna go to the castles. All right, let's go show. Let's go show our princess the horrors of her hometown. Since she wanted to go. How dare that rat run away? That is one very dodgy Drac mage. Magidragi, as we used to know them. Paranel. She learned bang. Wait. Did I put the shoes on her? I did. Okay, good. I was on the ball when I was equipping everybody. Good job, me. Okay, I guess you'd have nothing. There we go. Holy Lance. Let's go. I'm taking this battle way more seriously than I really need to, but that's fine. La 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 la. Bum bum ba da dum ba dum bum. Can't believe these battles are interrupting my happy times. Ba-dum bum ba-dum. Ba-dum. Dum bum ba-dum bum. Ba-da-dum. Ba-dum bum ba-da. Ah! Can't I just tell them that they're not worth my time? Stop bothering me. They're like, here, have some garbage. Thanks. I don't want it. You can't even handle a boomerang. That's just sad. Their garbage isn't even worth equipping. That's also sad. You have to go into here from the top, or from the bottom, rather. Top, bottom, whatever. Theoretically, you should be able to come in from the left side. Can you come in from the top? Let's try. No. I'm fairly confident you can come in from the left. Somehow I ended up in the front. Because story demanded it. Is this truly all that remains? 'Tis as if I were in a nightmare. Yet it seems reality can be crueler than even our most fearful dreams. Are you resolved to venture inside? We can turn back if you so wish. Sadly, I only have one cat costume. No. No turning back. And it's not even on Peronel. Did they deface the pictures with pictures of monsters?
Can this truly be the self-same throne?
Kind of looks like a table.
Is aught the matter?
My father kept the mark of Moonbrook here, the emblem of the crown, but it is gone.
Yeah, the costume does not appear in cutscenes. I don't really know why. It is very petty, isn't it? Like, you guys. You destroyed everything. You turned all the flowers into poison swamps, and then you were like, also, these pictures should be monster pictures.
What? You do not mean the monster stole it?
They stole the mark of Moonbrook. That's weird.
I cannot say for certain, though I can think of no other explanation.
Why did you hide it in the picture?
Princess!
Chancellor! Guards! You are alive!
And so art thou! Oh, Highness, I thought that we had lost thee. Words cannot express how my heart soareth this moment.
How did you survive? Hello, welcome, enjoy your lurk.
The feeling is certainly mutual. 'Tis a miracle that you are unharmed.
Ow.
No miracle, Highness. Only happenstance. When the fiends attacked, We were leagues northwest of here, making for Rippleport at thy royal father's behest.
Oh, okay. Well, that is perfectly reasonable then.
Were it not for this, we too would surely have...
Why Rippleport?
Damn. That town's worthless, says Caradoc.
The town is a maritime gateway to the rest of the realm. His Majesty had hoped to expand our trade routes, and sent us to inquire about securing ships for said purpose.
This sounds precisely the sort of place we ought to visit. With a vessel of our own, we could hunt our quarry across the realm.
Do we have the funds to buy a vessel?
Though I confess, I haven't the slightest inkling how one might go about securing a ship.
Costs a lot of money.
It shameth me to admit it, Highness, but neither do I. Alas, our journey to Rippleport ended at the Dragon's Horns.
The hell do you mean you don't know how you get a ship?
The pair of towers on the road to the west, beyond the plains.
Indeed, Princess. A great stretch of water lieth betwixt the two. One far too wide to swim across. And, well, without a boat.
You go to the shipwright. You're like, hey, build me a ship. A lot of time passes. You have to pay out the nose, and then you get money. Or, not money, you get a boat. Whatever. You lose money, you get a boat.
Blast! For a moment I thought our next destination was decided. To Rippleport, and thence to sail the seas in search of High Priest Hargon. But if we cannot even reach Rippleport, how are we to find him? Let alone slay him.
Rippleport, the only town that sells boats.
You mean to... Lo, Princess, thou art a beacon of hope for us all. Alas, so long as the strait remaineth unpassable...
There's like a little rap party going down in the corner. It's very distracting.
Chancellor, forgive the intrusion, but dost thou recall the time His Majesty leapt from the highest tower of the castle?
Thou speakest of father.
Indeed. Our kingdom is home to a cloak known as the Windbreaker, said to allow its wearer to glide through the skies. One day, His Majesty decided to test the theory.
By trying to commit suicide? What the heck?
Aye, my lord. If thou rememberest, His Majesty came down leagues from the castle. And so I thought, if one were to leap from the top of the Dragon's Horns wearing the Windbreaker, one might yet reach the far bank.
I'm sure these rumors are true. I'm gonna jump off the castle top.
An inspired proposal. Though, wherefore didst thou neglect to share this when we were by the towers?
For that we did not have the Windbreaker with us, my lord. And furthermore, for that I feared how an aerial voyage might bear upon thine aged frame.
Damn.
Yes, well...
The princess and her companions, however, should have no such concerns.
They're not old.
We shall use this windbreaker to soar across the strait to Rippleport, shall we not?
Don't ask in a way that's, shall we not? No, we shall not. Or, yes, we shall not. Yes.
In that case, allow me to bequeath this unto thee, princess. There lieth a tower to the southeast, known as the Pillar of the Winds. It houseth the Windbreaker that was once thy father's.
Cool.
This key will grant the entrance.
Key? Thief's key? You're just gonna give it to me?
Pray allow us to handle matters here in Moonbrook, Highness. As for thine own journey, thou must follow the whispers of thy heart.
I
That's-
shall, Chancellor. Come then, cousins, to the Pillar of the Winds.
The whispers of mine heart? That's weird. A weird way to put that. Hey, you got a key. Go unlock some doors. If I remember correctly, there's a chest in the basement of this castle. Moonbrook is in safe hands. Fear not. Go forth, Highness, and do what thou must. If you wish to reach the Pillar of the Winds, follow the inlet north from Munahan. 'Tis a long road, but it will lead you around to the pillar in due course. When I close mine eyes, I see Moonbrook in all its former glory, and soon shall come the day when I need not close mine eyes to see it. Very optimistic. Considering that there's still ghosts lurking around. Hey, ghost. I shattered the mirror, ghost. You can't protect it anymore. You should move on. I shattered it to save the princess from being a dog. The princess. Little ghost, you can fly. Fly away if you want to. Am I a queen? No. Hey, oh my god, I can't believe it. A joke was made at my own expense. By my own mouth. This flower. They were my mother's favorite. She first grew them when I was born. That's weird. I want to know the story behind that. Does it have the Abunai Mizugi? And show the cursed pixel art. What is the Abunai Mizugi? Are you talking about the dangerous swimsuit? It has a swimsuit, but it has like a separate costume for it. It's not like it ain't no Jessica. Bartholomew opens the chest. It's a snooze stick. Give this to Paranel. Is that? No, it's not better. Okay. Now we're going to... Wait, but we need to... Okay, but it's fine. We'll do it this way. We're going to go to the Shrine west of Moonbrook. Now you buy it from mermaids. Halt, state thy purpose. Praise the heavens, you are all unharmed. Forgive me, some of you may not know my face. I am your princess, Paranel, of the House of Moonbrook. Princess Perenelle. Hold, have you forgotten already what befell the capital? How are we to be certain that these are not fiends clad in the robes of illusion? Could it be so? The maiden before us is the very spit of the princess. Mine eyes have oft beheld her at the castle. I'm not a Mulana kind of person. Perhaps, but the risk is too great. We cannot risk further tragedy. It was in a port? Why? Forgive us, but we cannot permit you to pass. Not without clear and undeniable proof of your identities and of your intent. I see. I suppose it is to be expected after all that has occurred. Our sincerest apologies, Your Highness. Not at all. I am greatly reassured to see our realm, indeed, all three of our realms, so steadfastly guarded, even after all that has come to pass. Though you find yourselves without a home to return to, you do not find yourselves wanting for honor. The MSX version of the original, you would get it from one of the kings with a scene that's equal parts cringe and awkward, followed by some god-awful pixel art pin-ups of the princess. But it's one of the best pieces of armor for her. Oh my god. Then it seems we must revisit all three kingdoms after all. And we must seek out proof of our identities while we are there. Ori-sensei sure is a guy sometimes, isn't he? That's all I can say to that. That whole thing. Stone hard hat. Bum bum ba dee da dum dum dum. Doodle doodle doo. La dee da 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 da. Dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Ba dum dum. There is another treasure somewhere. We are gonna walk all over this screen, and we're gonna keep going on and on until we find it somewhere. La dee ba da da dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Amazing. I mean, the original version. Doodle little doo, la dee da da da, da little doo, da dee da dee, da da dee. Hello. Where the hell's that treasure? Bum. 90? Jesus. I hope it's been worth it. Oh, found it. It was a broadsword. Oh boy. Amazing. Alright, the broadsword is actually stronger than the boomerang. Well. La di da 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 dum. Do do la di da 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 da. If you go to another country to buy a sword. Well. Yes. Yes. Mm.
4 years of Pipe. Here's to 4 more ses for Pipe Franco 1 piece. Thanks for the stream ses.
Help. Thank you. Ah. If you go to another country to buy a sword, be prepared for shitty import nonsense. No, I don't get it. It's Sunday morning. I have no brain. A broadsword. Ah, naruhodo. I should have gotten that one, but I didn't. Clearly, I need more coffee. I've only had 1 coffee. That is not enough coffee. I am a three coffee kind of girl. And we're still on coffee 1. Yes, 3. I'm not a morning person, okay? I'm actually a night owl, but unfortunately the world does not function that way. It is shitty. Japanese coffee. Cup that I want washed? Cup that I want washed? Here, this one wash. That one give me coffee. Let's see. Japanese coffee sucks. Unless you get fancy coffee. But, like, generally speaking, the coffee here is terrible. It's not... It's like... How can I explain it? It's, like, too acidy. And not enough actual flavor. Like, coffee flavor. It's not bitter enough. It's acidic and not bitter. But that's because they like to throw milk and sugar into it. They don't really generally enjoy. And when I'm like, I like black coffee, everyone's like, what? Like, are you kidding? What? I'm like, I like coffee. I don't like frou-frou nonsense. I'm here for the coffee. What do you think, Frank? Did I describe it well? Oh my god, that one time in Greece. I can't believe they did that to me. That story will never die because you remember it. So we went to a place to eat lunch, I think? Was it lunch or was it... It was kind of like a brunch-ish time, so some people were eating and I was like, nah, it's too early. It's too early in the day, I can't eat, but I do want a coffee, right? He is basically my external memory bank, it's kind of weird. Anyway, so I knew how to order the coffee that I liked in Greece while I was there. It's Cafe Sketo. Except I said that very terribly, but anyway. Cafe Sketo. And that basically means coffee black, right? Black coffee. So they bring back, and I wanted it iced. I think it was iced because it was hot. I think so. Anyway, they bring me my coffee, and I'm excited because it looks exactly like what I ordered, and I'm like, yes, I freaking did it. I ordered in Greek. And I take a sip, and it's full of sugar. It is, like, overladen with sugar. It is ridiculously sugary. I'm like, what the f-? And I stop. And I'm very, like, subdued. I don't say anything. I'm just like, oh. Right? And then I clearly must have had, like, a very sad aura or something, because I, like, was like, well, I guess it's fine or whatever. I'm just gonna sip at it really slowly. But the guy next to me is like, there's something wrong with that, isn't there? And I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, I was like, I ordered Cafe Sketo, right? And he's like, yes, I heard you. And I was like, that means black coffee, right? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, and black coffee is not sugared in this country, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, there's so much sugar in it. He's like, you want me to yell at them for you? Because he's like fluent in Greek, right? And I'm like, no, it's okay. I can drink sugared coffee. He's like, are you sure? I'm ready to go. Let's go. Yeah, he was a real pal. He was a real pal. Good guy. He was willing to go to bat to, like, yeah, but he was excited to, like, have a fight, and I just was like, nah, it's fine. Oh my god, no sugar coffee. What the hell? I was like, I was just so excited because I thought that I had ordered my black coffee properly. And he's like, you did. You deserve a black coffee. So I think I think, because I was like, I'll just put up with it. It's not really worth it. Because I also knew that, like, in general, there was kind of a culture that they believed that, first of all, girls like sugar coffee. And any whammons would clearly not be ordering a black coffee. And also they knew that I was not a Greek speaker. So they were like, okay, clearly this idiot girl foreigner doesn't know what the hell she's on about. We're gonna give her sugar coffee. And I was like, it's fine, I can drink sugar coffee. And then, like, later on, I'm pretty confident a black coffee appeared before me. A proper black coffee. So I feel like he decided he was gonna go yell at them anyway. But he wanted to make a huge show of it right there, and I was like, no. Ugh. It's fine. No, it literally is women. They think that women only drink. It's because There are little coffee shops where old men hang out and they drink what is basically amounts to they call it Greek coffee, but it's Turkish coffee. So like the small, like super dark coffees, and that's what old men drink. But that's what I like. So like the coffee that I like is like old man coffee. So it's like there's like a culture, like a whole culture thing. Yeah, with the sediment. It's like super fine grained sediment. Yeah. That's the Greek coffee, which is Turkish coffee. It's the same. And so that's where old guys go to hang out in these cafeneos and they drink their coffee and they spend like 3 hours hanging out and drinking this black, very sedimented coffee. Now, if you have a true Americano, I actually have come around and I don't mind it. But usually when people say Americano, they mean shit coffee. They mean shit coffee that we've put way too much water in. But anyway, because old men drink the Greek coffee, they were like, okay, girl, also foreign, clearly stupid. Here's some sugar coffee. Clearly she just means she doesn't want it with milk. Because there was no milk in it, which is why I was like, okay, they actually got me what I wanted. Normally, if you want a not black coffee, you would get a frappe. And if you ever go to Greece, I highly recommend getting a frappe because frappes are good. They do have dairy and sugar in them though. It depends on the making manner. If it's just like coffee with sugar, then yeah, don't put it in for me. But that's also a cultural thing. There's not really little trays with sugar there. It's not a thing. It's not like a cafe or a Denny's or whatever. What? Oh. I forgot I was right on top of a secret spot. Yep, you gotta remember. Sketo. Cafe Sketo, and then if somebody brings you coffee with sugar in it, get mad. Also, if you don't like sugar in your coffee, don't try frappe, but I still think that you should try frappe if you want to dessert something. Just don't expect it to be coffee. Treat it as a dessert. Yeah, except it's not thick, it's frothy. I did have to baby steps you towards black coffee. I had to baby steps you towards coffee in general. Frank was originally just a Coca-Cola all the time guy. Like I was dealing with a freaking teenager. I did know him when he was a teenager. I knew him like all of his teenage years, in fact. Defizzle. Oh, snap. Maybe somebody can learn Frizz. Defizzle. That's not true. We had Coke 3 or 4, no, it was longer than that, 5 or 6 years ago, because they had that coffee Coke. And we had to try it. They had the coffee Coke, we tried the peach Coke too. Somewhere out there in the world is a place where the Holy Spirit herself once came to Earth. Think you such talk of spirits to be fanciful? I myself believe in a great power that protecteth the land and watcheth over us, or us all. Yeah, sure. The peach one was okay. I think it was okay. It was surprisingly not terrible. We bought that one thinking, okay, this is gonna be shit, and it was, like, fine, actually. And it's because they put, real 100% peach juice into it. News hath reached me of others who survived the sack of Moonbrook. Truly, one should never give up hope. The Coke Black one was actually pretty decent, as long as you, were expecting more Coke and less coffee. It was like what I want Coca-Cola to be, which is Coca-Cola, but more bitter. If Coke Black were the standard Coke, I would drink Coke still, probably. But, that's trying it out of a vending machine and not, actually going out of our way to buy a bunch of Coca-Cola, so... Yeah, we're Italian soda people now. Yeah, it must not have done well on the markets, because I've never seen it again since. We tried a strawberry Coke once. That was awful. Dear God, I remember that one was freaking terrible. It had real strawberry in it, but it tasted artificial somehow. Yeah, that one sucked. I think we had, it was we tried the peach one first, and we were like, this is actually pretty okay. And then the strawberry one was next, and we were like, holy shit, this is terrible. And then we were like, okay, it's a gamble. And then they came out with the Coke Black, and we were like, alright, let's flip the coin. And we were like, okay, this one's decent. And then, since then, there haven't been any new Coke experiments, because they stopped doing that after... the world got hit with a pandemic. Which still is going, I guess, so, you know, whatever. I just swigged down my coffee. Chatting about Coke. I am kind of disappointed, though. It used to be kind of delightful to go check out the vending machines and see what interesting drinks they were creating and throwing out there to see. And they don't really do that anymore. If you had come to this country, 8 years ago, you would have seen, new and fancy things in the vending machines all the time. And now... the ridiculous conversations, yeah, I agree. The ridiculous conversations are what makes it fun. It's all the same stuff, though. It, like, doesn't change. That's a lie. It's a filthy lie. It's just, like, sometimes they pull things off the shelves because they aren't currently being grown, but it's the same shit every year. There's no originality. There used to be originality. Now it's like, oh, this is our rare seasonal thing, but it's not actually rare and seasonal. It's the same shit that they had last time. And they're like, this is brand new. And you're like, it's not brand new. I saw it last year. Anyway, yeah, definitely, if you come to Japan, Dragon Quest Island, that's the way to go. That's the only thing that is... the only thing that you should really, really try to do. Dragon Quest. Clearly. We have never asked the staff for hints. You don't know that they can give them to you in English. I think they can, though. I think they can. It is very cute. They're always like waku waku about it too. They're like, "Yay, let's frickin' go!" And they're like, "Welcome, ha ha ha!" I'm like, "Oh my god." They always look like half disappointed if you show up with normal Japanese visitors, though, because they're like, we got to do it in Japanese for the Japanese visitors, and we're missing our chance. And I'm just like, tee. Tokyo Tower is like whatever. It's a tower. You can climb any of those anywhere. I haven't yet to be to Tokyo Disneyland, and like I have yet to regret that. The only thing I kind of regret is not going to Disney Sea, but I'm scared. Don't climb towers in Japan without permission. I don't mean in Japan. I mean literally you can just climb towers anywhere. Tokyo Tower is not a special tower. It's just a tower. It's fine. Just climb a tower. You can go to like a national park and climb one of those wooden ones. It's good enough. Yeah, the Skytree has a better view also. And you can't climb it. You just take an elevator. You can play Dragon Quest anywhere, but Dragon Quest Island is a special thing. It's like its own game. It's like a 3D game. You gotta play Dragon Quest Island. It's good. Disneyland here has gotten worse from what I've heard, though. In terms of crowds. I've heard that it's, like, actually getting worse. The Skytree's fairly cool. I will say, though, that in Tokyo Tower, there is a, like, on the second floor, or the third, I think it is, there's, like, I think it's the second. There's a huge set of shops with a bunch of, like, funny novelty crap. So if you're into funny novelty crap, go to Tokyo Tower and go there. You don't have to go all the way up. I mean, if you're there, you're probably gonna go up anyway, but... funny novelty crap, go to Tokyo Tower. Basically. It is, but I mean, Tokyo Tower is so, like... It's so... oriented towards tourists that it's basically like what on earth, what do they call those? A tourist trap. Oh my god. I'm not novelty. They might still use it as a broadcast tower. I don't know if they still do. I'm also crap. No. We don't need to argue about it. Would you die already? Freaking Shade. Honestly. That was kind of a fail. I don't even have anything to say about that. Anyway, if you go to Dragon Quest Island, you can also do a Godzilla zipline. They do still broadcast radio? I, haven't listened to radio in so long. I assume people are still using it in their cars or something. I don't know. Okay, the TV got moved to the Skytree. I knew that the Skytree was, replacing Tokyo Tower for something. Look. Look. It's in the same park, okay? And these days they include, Kimetsu no Yaiba. What's that in English? The Kimetsu no Yaiba stuff has been going on for, Demon Slayer. Okay, thank you. Has been going on for, what? 3 or 4 years there now? I'm glad everybody helped me. Thank you. Thank you for helping me. They do once in a blue moon. If they're doing a character quiz sometimes. One Piece I never hear about anymore. It's still around, but I don't really hear about it. The kids don't give a crap. What are the kids into these days? I'm trying to think. What are the little boys into? They're into Minecraft. I don't know, man. What are the what animu is interesting the kids these days. They still are into Dragon Ball, I will say that. That's still good. Yeah, Roblox every now and then. I'm like, why are you little children playing Roblox? How do you even know about Roblox? K and Y? I don't know what that is. Oh, Kimetsu no Yaiba. What a dummy. What a dummy. I actually wish I could give this Hypno Whiff to Gart, but I can't. You can't equip it. But this Hypno Whip is real good. It can bedazzle baddies. I hear about Apothecary Diaries sometimes, and I see Apothecary Diaries art. The kids were into Freerun like real hard last year, but because it's been off, they haven't really talked about it much since then. But I think because a new season is coming out, we'll hear about it again soon. They obviously still talk about Pokemon. Well, I'm here. I don't really feel like walking out of this cave. They're always, yeah, they don't really read manga as much as they used to. Like, I would say even within the last 5 years, they're reading less. It seems like they used to have one hidden in their desk and they'd read it. And yeah, now they just don't do that as much. They still read books sometimes, but that's because library, I guess. Yeah, they read the books. They don't read manga. Of course, the mangaka got put in jail, so I guess that makes sense for Apothecary Diaries. I do not want TikTok anime world. That's hellish. No, not kitty stuff. He did some tax evasion. He or she? I think it was a he. I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention. I didn't ever read the manga, so... Yeah, basically when that news broke, everyone was like, oh, thank God. Thank God it was for something that was not... we don't care about that one. That's whatever. Terrible. There we go. You know, you'd think that if they're doing tax evasion, that Japan would, you know, make doing your taxes easier.
Have at you! Have at you!
You'd think so. But no, they want you to pay somebody else to make doing your taxes easier. But that's not really a huge thing here. They make the companies do it. But it's still, like, is annoying somehow. It's still, like, they're like, hey, we need you to tell us how much we're paying you this year. Like, what do you mean? You're paying me. Figure it out. We don't have to do that. We just do that. Yeah, it's poverty. Poverty wages here. It is shit. It was decent quite a few years back. What do you mean I'm missing a treasure? Oh god. Alright, guess we're gonna play the where the hell's the treasure game. Like, if you were here before the bubble burst in the 90s, it was fine. But, no, it's stagnated since then, and, like, for the past 30 years or so, it's been shit. Yeah. If money were the concern, we had a way to do that. Appreciate that, Yuri. Let's see. Wait, what do you mean there's somebody? What do you want to talk to me about? I don't want to talk to you. You're just an item shop lady. Oh my god, I left the town. Yep. You sure do. I'm gonna live dangerously and not buy any new armor. Oh my god. You paying fuzzy face. I made both of those. Thank you. I'm glad that you appreciate them. I'm pretty proud. Where the hell's that last treasure? Alright. I need somebody to hire me in the UK. So I can just stop thinking about taxes. It sucks ass. Somebody else do my taxes for me, please. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was a sea of strength. It was worth it. Yeah, I don't want to have to go back to the US someday and have them be like, why didn't you file your taxes? Can you prove that you didn't make enough money? Because, fun fact, when I was in high school, I was gifted with some kind of stock or something, and I don't even remember, but like, because I wasn't doing it, obviously I was a minor. So, I had to do the taxes still, because you gotta do the taxes if you make a money. And so the taxes were done, and then I might have had a summer job before going to college. And I've already read this. Then after that, the next year I did not have a summer job, right? And I was 18 at the time. Well, no, I was 17. I was 17 at the time. And so taxes were not submitted. And then I turned 18. Was it 18? Was that right? Maybe it was 20? I don't remember. I was still considered legally a minor. I do remember that. I was legally a minor. And so all of this was not my responsibility. It was actually on my mom's part, and I was like, make sure that you file my taxes for me. Because I remember that. I specifically was like, okay, well, you filed taxes for me last year. Make sure you file taxes for me this year. She's like, you don't need to. I was like, okay, but do it anyway, please. Like, you can anyway, right? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, so do that, please. And she was like, you don't need to. I was like, okay, but do it anyway, please, because it's your responsibility to do this, right? And she's like, yeah, but you don't need to. And so she just didn't. Even though I had repeatedly asked her to do it. Crackle. And then 2 more. Because I didn't file taxes that year, and I turned whatever the age was that it was my responsibility the next year. In the middle of the school year, I get this call from the IRS, and they're like, why didn't you file your taxes? And I'm like, I asked my mom to do it. I was a minor. And they were like, well, it's your responsibility. You're not a minor now. And I'm like, okay, but I didn't make enough, apparently, because like mom was on the line too, right? I was like, I asked you to do it. Did you do it? Do you have and she's like, yeah, but you didn't make enough. I'm like, okay, then I didn't make enough. What do you want from me? They're like, can you prove that you didn't make enough? I'm like, what? And they're like, and we also need you to prove that you didn't have a job. I'm like, how do you want me to do that? You want to call my school and be like, were you in school? Like, what do you want from me? Like, how do I prove that I didn't have a job? Ridiculous. It wasn't a tax company. That was the IRS. And they had the time to just harass a student, a college student. Yeah, I was like, what are you on about? How? What am I gonna do? Here are my non-existent pay slips. And they were like, this is your responsibility. You need to figure. I was like, I was a minor. I shouldn't have to figure it out. I don't know why you're barking up this tree. How am I gonna prove that I, like, what do you want from me? Call my school. I'm not in the same town anymore. I'm in a different state. I have to go to college. Why do you think I wasn't in high school? I was in high school. You can call and ask the administration. Ridiculous.
Princess of Moonbrook, it is truly a relief to see thee well. Thou hast done me right proud in seeing the princess safely back to us, my son.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's why we file taxes, even though we don't need to.
Thy father sent tidings of thine own heroism. I thank thee for resolving to accompany my son on his travels. I do not doubt that he is greatly emboldened by thy company. ...
Alas, Moonbrook is...
Let me tell my father about it, cousin. And sweet cuz.
I see. So Hargon is indeed abroad once more. We must give thanks at least that thou wert delivered safely unto Middenhall, princess. Thou hast suffered much, but thou wilt suffer no longer while I yet live. Pray,
A sweet
remain
cuz.
here in the castle, that no further danger might befall thee.
Look, we even got a tiny throne for you. You can just hang out there.
Thou hast my thanks, Majesty. And yet I cannot accept this kindness. I am resolved to journey with my cousins to see that Hargon pays for his crimes.
What on earth do you send as a photo? Like a picture of your empty doorstep? And the sales slip or something?
Thou art. We know not even where Hargon is to be found, and yet you would seek him out wheresoever he may be and slay him.
We would, and we will not be swayed. We will fight to the last to see that none of the other realms suffers the fate that befell Moonbrook. For we are the descendants of mighty Erdrick, and this is our duty.
Indeed it is, and I applaud your recognition of it. Why, I'm halfway inclined to accompany you myself.
Are you inspired by this? Because I'm still busy thinking about trying to prove shit that didn't happen.
And yet thou must needs remain here and guard thy realm. We understand, Majesty. None can know when the Horde might strike again.
You speak the truth, of course. My duty lieth here in Middenhall. The duty of ridding us of foul Hargon and returning peace to this world must fall to you, young heroes. I await your triumphant return. Thou wilt prevail, my son. Thou must. This shall prove, should such proof ever be required, that thou art of the royal line of Middenhall.
Luckily, I do need this because some guy won't let me through the door.
May it aid thee in thy quest.
It's weird, though. They're supposed to be guarding the kingdom that's, like, destroyed, right? They won't let me out. They won't... It's fine if I come in, I guess, but they won't let me out. I think Jazz Hands is the perfect, like, ta-da, I don't have it. Only you might restore peace to the land and avenge the people of Moonbrook. May fortune favor you in your endeavors. Alas, poor Moonbrook, it seemeth only yesterday that I did journey there with the king, and thou wert still but a babe in arms. I do jazz hands a lot too. I'm like, ta-da! I could zoom, but instead I'm walking. You can zoom out anytime you like. It should be like. Anytime you want, but you can never leave. You can zoom out anytime you like, but you could never leave. I walked around enough to get Paranel another level. Thanks, Frank. I saw the bot. Whoops. I saw the bot doing its job, but right? Good bot. I think Saribot has been like one of the best upgrades. Not having to do it myself. Very good, very pro. Snitches get glitches. Oh my god. Don't do that. No. La dee la, la dee la 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 la. Oh, I wanted to check something. If we go back to the shrine now that I only have one symbol, what happens? Will you let me through now? Hello. Forgive us, but after what occurred in Moonbrook, none can be permitted to pass. Hey, I have mine. I cannot permit you to pass without clear and undeniable proof of your identities and of your intent. Of my intent? My intent is to travel. Prove your intent is another one of those, like, how? Oh yeah, our princess here has not bathed in the spring of the hero. She's the only one who has not, so we should have her come bathe. Hi, I'm John Keyboardsmith. Here is an obviously sketchy link. Is indeed, somehow, how they still do it. Although, you know what? I have not seen... I am a prince of random kingdom, and I definitely need your help and your bank account information, please. I need you to give me a bunch of money so I can give you even more money. Yeah. Totally will work. I haven't seen that kind of thing in quite a few years. I don't know if that's still ongoing or not. I feel like now it's mostly romance traps. I also haven't seen the Get Big Peen junk mails in quite a few years either. Yeah. Just pretend to be a relative that they don't remember. You know what? That makes sense, actually. Oh my god, you get sexy Ukrainian woman looking for a relationship in your Hotmail. Dang. But But if she said that she's sexy, she definitely is. You've done well in reaching the wellspring of the heroes, wanderers. Cleanse yourself. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna say anything special. There we go. We are blessed by the hero. We are all blessed by the hero. I need to stop trying to remember stuff. No, gosh darn it. That's not the button I want. I want that button. No, not that button. This button. No, this button. Oh my god, I don't even know what button I want. I want this button. Somehow, I feel like it might be that second thing. No offense. Oh, it's Nigerian princes. Yeah, the Nigerian princes. I haven't seen those in like a decade, though. Oh, the fun email that I get on my Japanese phone email account is it's like from my own email address, and it's like, I know what your search history is, and if you don't want me to send it to your employer, you'll send me crypto in 30 days, or within 30 days, or something like that. Like, I know what dirty little stuff you're looking up and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, clearly you don't know me at all, but okay. That they send it from your own email is a pretty good trick, though. Or at least a thing that dummies from your own email. And I can see, like, 15 years ago, that would have been kind of terrifying. Dragon Quest opening hours. Oh my god. Yeah, when they dummy the email, or they, like, get an account of a friend, then I'm like, and especially if I'm like half asleep, I tend to be pretty stupid. Then that's when I'm in danger. Dragon Quest Island ticket prices, no. I don't know why, but WhatsApp sends me like junk from WhatsApp. But it's all in Japanese, so I can't read it anyway. I'm just like ignoring it. If my boss was like, hey, how come I got this search history of Dragon Quest Island stuff? I'd be like, I want a vacation. This is your hint. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Can't believe that you lost your 140 pounds anyway. Spanish? That's interesting. Is it Spain Spanish or is it Latin American Spanish? Yeah, that's weird. I assume, well, but they swapped it out. It used to be full of pop-up shit, but now, like, then they changed it to, like, the booze area and the card shop, and what I'm curious is if they still have the well, what do you call it? Those air guns. The airsoft. Yeah, airsoft shop. And then it has like a huge crane game zone. I don't know if that would still be there or not. Arriviste. Yeah, if you want booze, go to the booze basement. The booze basement is where to go. They still don't have Uzo, though. I don't know that there's a lot of people looking for Uzo in Japan. No anise at all. They don't really like black licorice taste here in Japan, so, anise is kind of in that category. What do you mean there's a treasure? What'd I miss? Oh, fun fact, if you swap your party leader and you look into the mirror, everybody has different stuff to say. Where the hell's the treasure? I'm here, treasure. Ah, found it. It was a mini medal. Ooh, that one was worth it. Japanese whiskey is so-so, in my opinion, but my beloved brother was lost when fair Moonbrook fell, and yet I have not the heart to tell his poor son, though tell him I must. One cup sake is fucking awful. Yeah, don't. Unless you want something to, like, clean your stuff. Like, if you need to do dry cleaning, but you don't want to pay a dry cleaner and you ain't got time for that, you could just, like, spray down your dry cleaning with alcohol for a light, gentle disinfectant. 1 cup sake is fine for that. I would normally go with vodka, but vodka's more expensive. Your father's dead. It's too much to bear. The child's father is... Yea, the fates are cruel indeed. I like the alcohol, the sake that's made to be heated up. That stuff's good. My beloved brother was lost when fair Moonbrook fell, and yet I have not the heart to tell his poor son, though tell him I must. You gotta tell the kid, man. You gotta be like, hey, I've got some bad news for you. Tell him on his birthday. It definitely won't be traumatic. I love the shrine sake, but yeah, we can't. This year's New Year's is gonna be on a different day. Also, here's your announcement. We've got stuff to do on the proper New Year's. Unfortunately. Bum bum ba da da dum, ba da 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 dum. I'm almost done with this treasure roundup. Just got a couple more places to go. Thank you. I shall have a happy New Year good time. Although it's probably going to be more Christmas themed. I do remember that. They were like, what are you doing here? Can we talk to you? Do you live here? And then the next year, they were like, oh my god, you still live here. And then the year after that, we didn't go. Because that was 2020. I want more coffee. I want more coffee. I want more coffee. Big coffee. Big coffee. Coconut. Coconut big coffee. No sugar. I'll kill you. I don't even know that we have sugar, actually. I think we have a small amount of coconut sugar somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where though. Yeah, we used it making hot cocoa. Now we have honey for hot cocoa, but we're almost out of honey too. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. Don't do that. Do not put honey in my coffee, and don't put honey in your coffee either. That's a waste of honey. I did very well. The only reason he knows what coffee I like is because I force him to like the coffee that I like, though. Never believe a woman if she says she isn't going to try and change you. She will, in subtle, stupid ways, such as forcing you to like black coffee. You gotta. I actually don't think that you can live with anybody without them changing you a little bit, though. No, don't wait. No, look. We have very fancy, very good honey. That's the only honey that we have. It would be a waste to put it into the coffee. If we got cheaper, crappier honey, then I would be fine with it. But we don't have that. What we have is fancy local honey that has a really good blueberry pollen flavor. And if you put that into coffee, that ruins it. Don't honey the coffee. Do not. I feel bad for that kid, because not only was mom like, hey, use the English. High school kids are still kids. But I was like, I want that second bottle of honey, and I went back again, and mom was still there, so I was like, hello. Even though they knew that we could speak English or speak Japanese, because we had done it the first time in Japanese. But mom was like, English. And he was like, Mom, please. So the second time I was like, hello. He was like, hello. I was like, this one, please. He did better the second time around, though. I wasn't bullying. I was being nice. Because look, it would be bullying if I had been, like, fast-speaking, regular native English speaking at him, but I was not doing that. I was kindly providing a free service of free English practice. Which is invaluable in this country. Just an FYI. Greetings. Do you actually have anything I care about? Looks like no. Right. Yeah, it was basically working on my day off. Yeah, we got to see traditional Bagoma. It was amazing. Like being played on a leather frickin' bass and everything. Wrapped it up with a string made out of like metal tops. They were like yeah, he was like, hey, do you want to try? And I was like, I do want to try, but I also don't want to get owned by all these kids around you. I have no idea. I don't have enough knowledge about dreidel. Hi.
Princess, full glad am I to see thee whole and hale. But what of thy father?
Alas, I alone escaped the assault on Moonbrook.
Yeah, that's true. We wouldn't have been completely out of place. But at least they knew how to wrap them, and we didn't.
It cannot be. It simply cannot be. Mighty Moonbrook.
I don't know that I'm good at enough at snapping my wrist anyway.
We can only imagine what thou hast suffered, dear child. If there is aught we might do.
You are kind indeed, all of you.
Also, he had only one playing area, and I saw that there were like 7 kids around, so I was like, let the children have fun.
So, where next? Journeyest thou to Middenhall?
The 3 of you alone mean to take on foul Hargon?
Better that than to live in fear. To live in a world governed by fear.
Valiant words indeed, my son. But this is not a fight that may be walked away from with mere cuts and bruises. Knowing this, thou would still venture forth to face him?
It's interesting, because Baygoma is a thing, but they also have, like, normal tops that spin the same way. Just coma.
Truly, the blood of mighty Erdrick doth flow through thy veins.
Watch over these lands in my absence, Father. Over Cannock itself, over Quaylin's Gate, over the lakes and the lands beyond. We know not when the fiends might strike again.
Fear not, my son. Though I grew complacent in the face of such long-lasting peace, I suffer that affliction no longer. Cannock's defenses will be redoubled. Thou needest not worry on that score.
It was a surprisingly traditional setup. It was like we had fallen back in time 30 years. Maybe 40 years. It was good. Good festival.
Ah, one more thing before we depart. The monsters we encountered spoke of sigils. It seems they seek them out. Know you of what they might be?
What are sigils?
Sigils? Did they mean perhaps the 5 great symbols of power made so long ago by mighty Erdrick?
How do you know about them, Queenie? I'm pretty sure that the bloodline is through the father's side.
I have heard tell of these. Though they seem to the naked eye as mere stones, they impart great power upon those who wield them. Power destructive and redemptive both.
They really got a lot of use out of this particular illustration, didn't they? Let's see, we've got a deer, a horse. I think that's a fox, a rabbit, quite a few birds, some squirrels. What is that? Is that a badger?
But why should the monsters be at such pains to acquire them? Do they covet that self-same power, perhaps?
We can only guess.
The neighbor kids are
As to
no
the
longer
fiend's
so
motive
baby.
and
It's
to
so
allow us to
so
the whereabouts
strange.
of the sigils.
Guess the fiend's motives. They monsters. They probably want us all to die.
For it is not known where or in whose keeping mighty Erdrick left them.
But wheresoever they may be, they cannot be suffered to fall into the hands of those who would use them for evil. And if Hargon's minions do indeed mean to make them their own...
Yeah, the conversation that's happening in Dragon Quest. Not the kids. The kids are sweet.
then in seeking them out, perhaps Hargon too might be found.
I remember when that baby first learned how to run around. When we first moved in, that baby didn't know how to walk.
Perhaps indeed. We shall endeavor to discover all that might be known about them.
One last thing before thou departest. This will make proof of thy bloodline to any who might seek such proof.
Now that baby rides a bicycle. Hey, Mark of Cannock.
Thank you, Father, Mother. Now, I must away to adventure.
As it turns out, we need that.
May fortune follow thee, beloved son. And shouldst thou ever find thyself in need, do not hesitate to return to us here.
Now we say hello to each other when we both come home at the same time. On the rare occasion that that happens. I do recall the day that she decided to be like, or the few days, rather, that she was like, check out this cool thing I got at the park. We were like, wow, that's amazing. Because what are you going to say to a 3-year-old? Though I do not doubt that your quest is a hard one, it is a worthy one indeed. Many lives shall be saved thanks to your unstinting efforts. May fortune smile upon you. Though the blood of heroes is a blessing, there is no doubt that it can also prove a burden on occasion. Pray do not overstretch yourselves for our sake. A not dissimilar fate befell another realm some years ago, Rendarak, a land now long since lost. Hey, little sis. AKA Lil Cuz. Forgive me. It pains me indeed that I can do nothing to help. I could not do anything to prevent Fair Moonbrook's fall, nor can I go with you to avenge it. The princess is a strong-willed one indeed. Far from sulking in her chamber, she throweth herself more fiercely than ever into her training. Cool. Anyway, we can just warp now. Now that we've been all the places. Wait, we have not yet retrieved the Windbreaker. We must journey first to the Pillar of the Winds. Ah, but of course, it lies southeast of Moonbrook, was it? Then that is where we too must go. Not even allowed to go through the gate until you get the Windbreaker. Fine. La dee da, la dee da da do. La dee dee dee, la da da dee do. La dee dee dee, la da da do dee. Most acorns that I see here are the long, skinny acorns. But the other day, I saw somebody had collected the big, fat acorns. And I was like, where did you even get those? But they use those skinny ones. And the caps come off real easy of those ones. And they stick a toothpick in. Yeah, and they make tops out of them. You can make acorn tops. Yeah. It is pretty clever. They mold pretty quickly, though. They are prone to mold. Unfortunately. They used to. They used to make acorn flour. Actually, I don't know if they did flour or if they just, like, soaked and braised them. I have no idea. But I know that traditionally they did used to eat the acorns. And they would grind them up, and I assume that they would grind them up and make flour. I know they had grinders for various kinds of nuts. They have another kind of nut that they had to process in the same way as acorns because you can't eat them as it is. What is it? It's a horse chestnut, I think. Well, they have old pottery that was like really big and deep that was made specifically to do the soaking and the all that to get tannins out. You can, just an FYI. But you have to process them in a similar way. Yeah, of course they have the normal chestnuts too. They spiny. I'm always excited when I see the little spine trees. We haven't had chestnuts in quite a few years, though, unfortunately. Well, I mean, it's not really that strange because there's a giant landmass that is basically the same landmass from Europe all the way to the edge of Asia. And it's not really that far from the main landmass of Asia to Japan. I'm sure the varieties are a little bit different because enough time has passed, but that they have traveled, like cousins have traveled, is not really that unusual. After all, we have varieties of oak tree in the US too, or in the Americas in general. You would think that that would be strange, considering that they're whole-ass oceans separating. There used to be an American chestnut tree, too. It's still around, but it's mostly been killed off by some kind of Asian chestnut bug. Chestnut murdering bug. It's hard to say. For me, specifically. I assume that somebody knows where the chestnuts came from. However, it wouldn't have been 17th century. Because, well, I'm reading the Japanese history book, and they were doing it way before the 17th century. They had chestnuts and horse chestnuts and acorns way, way before then. They still might have received European chestnuts, too. Oh my god. A different genus? There you go. You know what? That tracks. I think that the chestnuts that I've had here in Japan are in fact bigger than the ones that I have had in Greece. Yeah, the horse chestnuts are not really used anymore. The acorns are appreciated still, but not used. They're used for conkers. What the heck is a conker? It sounds like a rock fight, except with nuts. I don't know. A squirrel with an attitude. Okay. You drill a hole, tie a string through it, and you hit each other's chestnut till one breaks. It's a traditional game. It sounds scary. Kind of cool, though. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Anyway, this blinding that is happening is because of that Hypno Whip. Which is what makes the Hypno Whip so good. She's not strong, particularly, because that's not what she's here for. That in the bag. Used to be really popular in the past. Look, we talk about cool stuff here. We're interested in culture. We're a cultured bunch, you could say. Look, the Godzilla zipline was fun. Hello, and thank you. Culture like microbe. Look. Having a proper microbe culture in your gut is very important. It might be one of the most important things to your health. We're old enough now that we can talk about that kind of thing. Yeah, right? Not that we were not always old enough that we were talking about it. Because we certainly were talking about it before that. Anyway, just old people here. Hanging out, talking about zip lines and guts. Eh. Alright, fine, I'll actually heal you guys, jeez. These unthreatening battles. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-dum. Ba-dum-bum-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-dee-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Let's go to the tower. It's more interesting than Tokyo Tower. Unless you like tourist crap. I don't know. I used to like tourist crap more. Now I'm old and curmudgeon-y. That was loud. I said the magic words that made you sneeze. What was the magic word? Curmudgeon-y? Tourist crap? Used to like? I'm getting nothing. I feel like he might be holding them in now. Only works once! Ah! I'm gonna let you guys listen to this wonderful world music, and I will be right back. Ba-da-la-lee, ba-dum-bum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, 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 ba-da-la-lee, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum. Look, I had 3 coffees. 5 treasures. Okay. I see 2 of them. I could make it 4 or 20. I don't think that's a good idea. I am considering a decaf coffee, though. When I was younger, I used to think that decaf coffee was just worthless and tasteless. Because usually it is. But then I realized that it's not that the coffee's fault. It's the maker's fault. 4 and 20 coffees baked in a pie. I would assume that that would be like tiramisu type pie, but I've never had baked coffee good. Wait, no, that's not true. Does coffee cake have coffee in it? Or is it just a cake that you eat with coffee? It might still be true. You passed by McDonald's on the way to your school. Cool story, bro. Oh my god. I hate those triangle pie things. As a kid, they were okay. And then 1 year, and I don't remember how old I was at the time. It had been a while since I had gotten one. But I convinced my parental unit at the time who was with me to buy me a cherry pie from the McDonald's. And inside was a single cherry and the rest was all goo. And I was like, these are worthless. And I haven't really been into McDonald's cherry pies since. One single solid cherry. What? Excuse me, tree. Do you mind? Was it tree or vines on an upper level? I don't even know. Toho ads. It's weird. You've found so many things in Japan that I've never seen. Yeah, that I've seen. I've seen the cursed slime thing. The grimace slime and the hamburglar slime and cower ring. Oh boy. Hamburglar slime is very incorrect. You're right. Bum 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 bum. I'm finally, in my free time, giving Witcher 3 a fair shake. I suck at that game. I'm playing on baby mode and I'm getting, like, owned by wolves and stuff. It sucks. I want Witcher 3, but turn-based. I just want everything to be Dragon Quest style. Is that so much to ask? I realize that, yes, it is so much to ask, but still. Gee, I wonder if the thing that I want is right there. Meow, near, me, near, 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 near. Alright, we've got one there. Probably a second one there. Oh. I can see that it's there. I see. It's not spoiling anything. It's just right there. So then there's one hidden treasure somewhere. It's in that pot. I see it right there. I will get to it pretty soon. Hey, there's a guy there. What is he doing? I need to enjoy this easy phase of the game because I know that it will get difficult later on. In my own playthrough, I am fully aware that it will become hard. Would I say that Dragon Quest II Classic was the hardest one? Of the classic ones, absolutely. But that's mainly because of Road to Rhone. Dive? Alright, here we go. What do you mean there's nothing here? The perfect place for something. Thank you. The dungeon's so famous that you can... Yeah, that's true. Look, that dungeon sucked. I accidentally saved Dad's game. He had a save place where he had gotten to the end of that dungeon. And he was like, don't save this game ever. And I did. And he was like, well, that's it. We'll never beat the game again. I was like... No! He wasn't wrong, though. We never did beat the game again. He's like, if you want to do it, you got to do it yourself. And I was like, but I'm an impatient child. He's like, well, then we'll never do it. Like OG gamer parenting right there. What is this line of pots? Who did this? Why did they do this? 1, 2. All right. Wait. Okay, yeah, there's a path up from here. I can't believe the rat did that. What a dirty rat. Look, if I were a parent and I were trying to raise a child in this economy, I would absolutely pull stuff like, yeah, I'll buy you a new game once you've made it through the entire library of games that we already have from my childhood. You looked at what? The Hamburglar slime? Don't look at that. Yeah, I don't know why the kids are so into gacha games. You don't. You have to scrub your memory of that. And it won't work. Yeah, but then you have to imagine that the slime has given birth to that, to the Hamburglar. The Hamburg slime. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, the Grimace one it's kind of okay. Although, when I first saw the Grimace one, I was like, oh god, it's awful. But then I saw what they could have done and what they did do with the others, and I was like, oh, well, actually, it's not that bad. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum. It kind of did. Hori Sensei is a guy who will sometimes make things that are awesome. And then sometimes he's like, let's troll the world. So I feel like he did absolutely consult. Oh my god, you looked! This one needs to be safe passage. I feel like the concept artist like placed it on his desk and he was like, ha 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 ha. Yes. Don't you? Don't you feel like that was what happened? Absolutely. 100%. Had to have been that way. I won't believe otherwise. How far up do I have to go on this stupid tower? Can't believe you missed. I see a couple of barrels out there. I would have thought that there would have been at least one thing in here. But I ain't finding anything. Do 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 diddly 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 do do diddly diddly diddle diddle little do 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 diddle little do 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 do. Bartholomew, Caradoc, and Paradel on their journey. There's two treasures. One is right here. Those back two stairs must be worthless because the last treasure is right there in the center. These monsters are such tryhards. They keep getting slaughtered in like one turn and they still keep trying. Zin! Excellent. Give me that. It is absolutely not good. Zin is terrible. However, having a revive spell when I'm playing on Draconian is going to eventually be necessary. It still feels like there should be something in this ring in terms of treasure, and there's nothing. Very strange. Ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Alright, fine. Let's go back to the bottom. The easy way. Because if we want to climb the rest of this tower, we gotta do it from here. Thou must needs take great care when treading near the tower's edge, friend. Wilt thou oblige me by showing such prudence? Yeah, sure. It seemeth thou art a careful sort. Hast thou perchance stumbled and fallen before, and thereby learnt thy lesson? No? Fine, no. Mayhap thou findest the prospect of plummeting to thy death amusing? Such foolhardiness bodeth not well for thy future endeavors. Pretty sure jumping off the tower is not going to kill me. This is Dragon Quest. I have spells with which to mend my bones. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Yeah, right? Climb to the cannon. Let's see. We're gonna change out what you got here. I'm gonna give you a strength ring. We're gonna give you the ruby wristband. And I'm gonna give myself the agility ring. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. No quack. No ducks. The other day, I saw 4 large ducks and 4 small ducks on the river. How many ducks did I see? Nope. I see Grimace. We're gonna go the other way. Dun 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 diddle 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 diddle. Oh. Pum 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 pum. Okay. We know that the other two are in the barrels down in the lower left corner of the circle. Yeah, circles have corners. What of it? And then we can go fight Grimace. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Bum 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 bum. Where's that last treasure? Maybe it's over there in that upper left area? Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-dum. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-dum. Alright, first of all, we're going to equip that. And that. The Hypno Whip is the strongest thing for her right now? Interesting. Alright. Here we go. Why does the lump father speak with such an echo?
You were among the fiends who assaulted Moonbrook.
Yeah. Calling us little lumplings.
You will answer my question. Did you lay waste to fair Moonbrook?
I actually like the design of the lump guys. I don't know why.
But I did not rain down my spells of destruction alone. Half the cruelest clumps of fiend flesh I ever laid eyes upon were there.
You. No. My poor countrymen.
Just little blobs. Little blob guys.
You are one of the lucky few who escaped our clutches, I take it. But it was clearly not your wits that preserved you, Claude.
Look at that super amazing expression that they gave him. He looks so happy.
For only a lumpen fool would throw away a life so recently saved.
Look out!
They're leathery and squishy, clearly. Look at them undulate. You don't happen to... Yeah, no, not yet. Alright, well... Let's try sapping him. Mm.
How does it feel? Ugh.
Ow.
Mid-heal.
I know, don't slow me down. Can I fizzle you? That would be quite amazing, actually.
Hush now.
No. I'd rather try.
Mid-heal.
Have it.
Mid-heal.
Oh no. He became not sapped anymore. Do you have anything? Nothing that looks particularly good. Ow!
You cannot fall here.
It can't really make him too hard yet because mid-heal is the best spell that you can reasonably have at this point for healing. So yeah, he's not really that tough.
My poor people, slain by these horrors.
We did it! We laid the creature low! Huzzah!
It's a lot of celebration for a fight that wasn't that hard.
Is aught the matter?
I got some revenge and it doesn't feel good.
To think that my people, my father, suffered at the hands of such.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Forgive me. This is not behavior befitting one of Erdrick's line.
Is it grape flavored? Artificial grape?
Nonsense. It would befit a hero far less to greet the loss of kith and kin with stiff-lipped stoicism.
Thank you.
Don't say sour because if it were sour grapes, it'd be good.
Now come. The hour grows late. Let us turn in. I shall take the first watch.
We are kind of going through the, like, grow-up cycles of hero-dom, aren't we, here? Ow.
You must be tired, cousin. Come, allow me to take the next watch.
No way.
I appreciate your consideration. Truly, I do. But I am fine. Or fine enough, at least.
He's just like, okay. Yeah. Little
I
Miss
have lost much. That cannot be denied.
Paranel is gonna go off on a little monologue here.
But I am not alone.
I'm awake, sweet cuz. I can still hear you.
And for that, I am truly grateful.
Don't say anything too embarrassing now. You mean Lil Sis slash Lil Cuz?
The Windbreaker shall be ours this day. I shall eat my hat.
We can't get her until we can get a ship. Nope, she is not lumped. She's just not allowed. How's there a treasure that I'm still missing on this floor? Oh, snap. I forgot to equip everybody. Doodle doo dee doo 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 dee doo dee doo. It might have been Deborah, but she was placed right where you were gonna get Nero or Bianca anyway. Me too, right? Deborah is absolutely the best wife. Hi, welcome. Cake? Top hat. Top hat. Top hat. Top hat is better than pointy hat. Okay. How come he only is the one who gets the fancy hats? I want a fancy hat. Hope you had fun doing your thing today. What were you up to? Pokemon Yellow with retro achievements. Oh, nice. I got personnel obtains the Windbreaker. The Windbreaker is ours at last. Indeed. And now that we have it, we must journey to Remind me? Caradoc, please. I'm sorry. Caradoc, please. To the shrine west of Moonbrook. Our destination lies beyond it. The soldiers at the castle remembered my father having warned the Windbreaker. Perhaps it will suffice to serve as proof of my lineage. I am certain that it will, assuming that you make our case as ably as you no doubt shall. You know, it seems like something that you would do, Frank, but you usually do retro achievement stuff by yourself. I've just never set up retro achievements. I'm lazy. Somewhere on this floor, there is a treasure. You don't actually fall off the tower this time when you jump off. That's interesting. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. I don't know that I would ever care to 100% a game on retro achievements. Where is it? Up a level. Alright, where's that treasure? It's somewhere. Near, 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 near. Near, near. Minimum leveling achievements on RPGs. Don't do that. I get that some people want the challenge or whatever, but for me, that just ruins it. I want to be able to get super strong and smush the little monsters easily. Crush them beneath my boot. Without any effort. Aha. Tombola tickets. Oh, there was a pot there the whole time. Wow, amazing. Alright, well, that was the last thing. I could have just zoomed to where I'm going. Here we go. Woo woo. Right? It should be about maxing out. Ah, you again. Forgive me, but it is as I said before, you are not permitted to pass without clear and undeniable proof of your identities and of your intent. How do you prove intent? We come bearing just that. I mean, we're just babies, it's fine. That's true. I would not want to max out Final Fantasy X. Big yikes. Behold! I am the Prince of Canic, and beside me stands my cousin, the Prince of Middenhall. Or any game that does scaling experience. That should not. No maxing there, please. Forgive us, Highnesses. Alas, the mark of Moonbrook was lost in the recent attack. Perhaps this will suffice in its stead? The Windbreaker, which my father the king did wear before me. Wait, can I equip that? The very same cloth he did don that day when he leapt from atop the castle. Such an almighty commotion. I remember it well. It seems everybody does. Wait, why did Caradog do a hee-hee? Alright, hold on. It seems everybody does. Your father was evidently quite the troublemaker in his day. Indeed. And to think he called me Little Imp on so many occasions. Forgive us once more for our insolence. You may pass, Highnesses. But have a care. The fiends beyond this point do grow ever fiercer. Yeah, he was like, okay, I've heard the legend that this thing will let me fly. Let's try it. Finish at a time of... Oh god, no. Those suck too. Speed run the game. No thanks. Final Fantasy IX. Get that stupid sword that you have to skip all the cutscenes for. The fiends beyond this point are not to be trifled with. I beg of you, have a care. You are permitted to pass. Beware of the fiends on the path ahead. I live solely because I happen to be posted here that fateful night. Fate is strange indeed. Yeah, you have to, like, dummy the system. Here do we give refuge to those who lost friends and family, that they might find me again after the tragedy that befell them. How do you make them prove who they are and what their intent is? Why is it only us that you're doing this to? In the desert beyond lieth an oasis where merchants do gather. 'Tis also one of precious few places where one might find respite amid the sands. Faithful servant of the goddess, how might our church assist thee? Save my game, please. I'm gonna have to swap the shoes from Paranel to Gartholomew fairly soon, actually. Yeah, I should do it now while I'm thinking about it. You can have the eligibility ring. The eligibility ring. Oh. I sped you up and you still were not faster than a bird snake. Ow. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Where? Where? I know that there is an upcoming spot. Oh, it's gotta be an oasis spot. I see. Killipede. A killdipede. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get up to the rest stop in the desert, which is right there. And I'll call it a day. Because I'm getting hungry. It is about lunch. Southern Dragon's Horn. Also Oasis. We can jump off the tower next time. Oh my god. Bum bum ba ba da ba dum bum ba da da dum ba dum bum ba da dee da dum. Why did I check the map? There is a strait northwest of here, with 2 towers on its shores. I have heard tell that the northern one houses a sought-after treasure of sorts, though you will be able to do little with this knowledge lest you find a way to cross the strait. I have a way to cross the strait, thank you! La-dee-da-dee-da-bum-bum-bum. Head west across this desert until you reach the sea, and there in the offing you will espy an island. 'Tis home to a monarch most eccentric, with a penchant for collecting trinkets. Supposedly, he rewards those who help him gather these prized artifacts. It's our mini-metal guy, but I don't have a boat, so I can't reach him. Whoa, no. There is still a treasure somewhere that we have to find. La-dee-da, where could it be? Is it along this rock? Where is the treasure? Where is the treasure? Where is the treasure? Where is the treasure? I want it in my inventory right now. Hey, where are you? I hope it's not just lying randomly in the sand here. That would be pretty annoying. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I've rubbed up against all the rocks, haven't I? Maybe not these ones. La dee na na nee da 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 dum. Okay, I've rubbed against all the rocks. Where is the last treasure? I want it. I will not continue until I find it. Where can it be? Where can it be? Where can it be? Tell me. Nope. Nope. Wait. Might as well. I don't know that that does anything useful, ever. A dig is pretty awful in most games that have it. Ba-dum-ba-ba-dum. Ba-dum. 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 Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Bum-bum. Ba-da-bum. La la la. Whoop. I didn't mean to talk to you. I was just hitting the button a lot. When they hide the treasure in a random spot, it is the worst. There is absolutely a treasure somewhere. I can smell it. Or rather, Paranel can smell it. So it is real. It is true. I just don't know where. What? Found it. It's a showy shield. 125, 129. So I'll take it. Found it. See? It was there. La dum. It wasn't showy enough. That's true. It didn't show up on the map. Whoops. Oh. Whatever. No. Oh no, don't kabuff the iron, guys. Stop that. Okay, these 2 bags of laughs suck. I'm glad they're dead. They deserved it. Turban. Silk apron. Ba-dum-ba-da-bum. Turban is bad. So is silk apron. Ow! Hey! Anyway, that's why I was happy about Zin. Some revive is better than no revive. But fine, I learned my lesson. Those mean spirits are pretty mean-spirited. Ba-da-dee-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba. Not Zin. Zim. Fun fact, the kids here have a hard time hearing the difference between the n sound and the sound. Yeah, Zin Vathic. Perfect. Yes, perfect. Except it's Zim, not Zin. Bader Kazing. I wish I had Kazing instead of Zim. Oh, I guess you're right. It is Zin. Not Zim. It is I who is wrong. More understandably, they have a very hard time hearing the difference between 13 and 30. $14, $40. Like that one I understand. That one takes a skill. A skill that they have not had drilled into their brains for years. I know I said I'd stop when I got to that oasis. I'll get to that oasis eventually. Why are those monsters so far away? They're so small. Come closer, monsters. Let me kill you. $13 and $14. I actually do sometimes see the kids trying to say things like 13, except with an M at the end. I'm like, I understand why you've decided to do this, but that's incorrect. It is not 13. They are different sounds, kiddos. Hey, hey. Bartholomew did a level up. He still needs them shoes, though. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I did it. I made it. 3 treasures. Can it be? Hath Moonbrook really fallen? That land of brainy mages and other such capable sorts? I truly do find this hard to believe. Okay, that's 1. Nay! Serpent sword. Seal, white shield, white. I got kinda nothing I care about, buddy. Tombola ticket. There are no other settlements hereabout. Pray linger here a while ere you depart. Welcome to the House of the Tombola. Set it as spinning to win all manner of excellent, magnificent prizes. Loyalty card. Well, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to tombola for a bit. The beasts that roam the sands hereabouts are fearsome indeed. Luckily, the merchants here are well stocked with items that would allow most adventurers to more than hold their own. May I suggest you try your hand at the tombola? Win a rose whip. Win a rose whip, and you shall slice through fiends as a knife through butter. Or at least so I am told. I am yet to win such a noteworthy prize myself. How long will I be playing this tombola? Trying to get that loyalty card. To rest when the opportunity presenteth itself is the strategy to traveling safely. While you youngsters might enjoy boundless reserves of energy, to expend said reserves at the wrong time can spell disaster. Wow, there's 2 treasures. I wonder where they are. The town of Rippleport lieth north of here. Alas, it also lieth on the other side of the water. I doubt such a distance might easily be swum. 90 gold? What a ripoff. Hell no. Charging an arm and a leg for a room here. Alright. Here we go. I gotta get that loyalty card. That ain't it. Well, it was a crit. Crit to silver, which is, what is it? The rose whip that they were like, get a rose whip. Nope. Oh boy, another rose whip. Ugh. Wow, magic water. Wow, magic water. I guess I could have done the 10 at once. Another rose whip. I want this. Not what I want. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. A lot of magic water. Last chance. Nope. Alright, fine. Luckily, the safe spot is right next to this tombola. They were like, we know that you want that loyalty card. We're under no illusions of what we've done. Shall I do a 10 for? See how it looks? Ooh, 10 for crit. Which one crit? Two rose whips, a silver platter, 4 magic waters, and 3 chimera wings. I guess it's 6 chimera wings. Another silver platter. Okay. Luto. It's like Loto, except with a lute. I almost said harp, like a moron. And another rosewood. Welp. La dee la da 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 da. La da da dee la da 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 dum. Let's do this once more. I'm gonna get that loyalty card. La dee da da da. 10 times. No crits. Wow. What a shitty roll. That was some top garbage. Another garbage. Even if I win it this time, am I gonna keep it? No. That's fine. It didn't happen anyway. Diddle-diddle-dee, la-dee-da-dum-ba, la-da-da-da, la-dee-da-dum-ba. I will give you a little free singing just for fun, because I like to. Here we go again on this shitty ride. Let's play the tombola. Roll it again one more time. That was a rose whip. What else will my single spin bring? La-dee-da-da-dum, la-dee-da-da-da-da-dum. Let's try one by one. Maybe I'll get luckier this way. I got a silver platter. spin and spin and spin the tumbler. Spinny spin, the balls go folly fall. And I get some more garbage. La dee na na, dee da 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 dum. La da, there is another rose whip. Let's keep going. Hey, you stupid guy. Why don't you crit a gold? And I can get my ultimate prize. Or maybe your luck could make it so I just win it. Wouldn't that be swell? I don't need 3 of these rose whips. Come on and give me my ultimate prize. Oh! I don't think you can double level skip with a crit. So this is a silver platter. Little da da bum bum. There is a magic water, but I want a loyalty card. Oh no, I'm out of tickets. So here we go again. I'll be at this for a while, I guess. And here we go again. Once more into the spinning hell. What if I do it from the side? La-dee-dee, na-pa-pa-pam-pam. Chimera wings, I don't care about such things. The magic water's nice though, and I would like 1 rose whip. Just 1 though, that would be enough. And a silver platter I don't need, but I will take if I get 1. But I must have that loyalty card. Give it to me, I need it. And there is my rose whip. I want the loyalty card. I have Zoom, and so I don't need that many chimera wings, though they will be useful if everybody dies except for hero Bartholomew, because he has no magic, so he can't cast Zoom, and his only means of fast travel is chimera wings. Where is my loyalty card? 3 more hours, oh no. Please don't curse me like that. I want to be done eventually. Nope, no. I think the crit only levels up 1. That is not enough. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Oops. Let's try a 10 fur. That wasn't a 10 fur. That was a 1 fur. But let's try a 10 fur. That was terrible. Wow. Amazing. That might have been my best go at this yet. And by best, I mean absolute worst. It is nice of them to give you both an option to create a quick log and an option to not create a quick log. For returning to the title screen. Let's keep this going. Spin the handle pretty strongly. By the way, at Dragon Quest Island, sometimes they have a tombola available. And you can play the tombola for real, in real life. Wow, this has been pretty unlucky. Yeah. Except it's for... You can do it for free-ish. As like a side thing to like something else. Yeah, I mean you already have to pay to get into the park. So it's like show your ticket and you can do a spin. For a sticker or something better if you're really lucky. We got nothing but stickers, though. Last chance. Nope. For hamburger slime, oh god, no. Imagine you go to play a tombola for real, in real life, and your prize is a hamburger slime. He's the green rank ball. I find it interesting that there's no white ball. I guess it's too close to the silver color. Oh my god, it's so bad. Here it is, the worst that we've done so far. Not getting any better. At this point, I'll just be mad if I get the ticket, so I'm just gonna quit. Sometimes you gotta cut your losses before it pisses you off. God, I hope I get this time. It's been a pretty decent start. Come on, you want to grace me with a loyalty card for our die, the most loyal customer that you've seen. I keep coming back, definitely not resetting the game. I have all my tickets here with me. Why don't you just give me the thing that I want nicely? Come on, you stupid ball machine. Give me my loyalty. Ugh. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Come on. Come on. Ugh. I want the stupid gold prize. My spirit has been crushed. I've been doing this for 20 minutes. Biddle-diddle-doo, ba-dee-da-da-dee, ba-da-da-da-da, doo-dee-dee-dee-da, da-da-da-da-dee, da-da-da-dee. Only 3 of those were Chimera Wings, so that's not terrible, I guess. An awful lot of magic water. Which at least is useful. Well. Doodle-doodle-dee. I mean, I guess after getting it my second try for the last one, it makes sense that this one's giving me a harder time. He's trying. He's trying. Felicitations. Well, there's a silver platter. Sigh. So many rose whips. I do not need that many. I don't even think I need 2. Like, 1 is plenty. Yep. There's another one. Don't need this. It feels bad, man, when the silver prize is just like, ugh. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 ba bum bum. Yeah, 1 is fine. Now, no more of this prize, please. Oh, finally! Felicitations, friend, thou hast bagged thyself the loyalty card of ultimate class quality, a fine prize indeed. Bum 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 bum. Hell no, I'm not playing again. Give me that rose whip. Now, the reason I say a second rose whip wouldn't be the worst is because I think she can't have it? Okay, well then I don't need a second rose whip at all. Never mind. I don't think I got any of the, silver platters this time, but I kind of don't care. Save that. Save that, and finally I can go have lunch. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm sorry that it's been like 30 minutes of playing Tombola. I'm gonna just double save it just in case. I'm a little scared sometimes. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Keep content of me sitting around playing Tombola for 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? I'm not cutting it down to make a funny compilation. Anyway. Is there anybody around that I know doing anything of interest? The answer to that appears to be no. Alas. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the free singing anyway. Anyway, have a good week. Merry Christmas for those who are Christmas celebrators. Happy holidays for those who are holiday celebrators. Hope you had fun. And have a good week. I'll be working on Christmas Day. So spare a thought for me. Bye!